Hello and welcome back to this channel. Today's gonna be, once again, another extremely fun video because, honestly, after 3 years of LEGO investing, there are so many LEGO sets that either I did not pick up more than one copy, I just picked up one copy, or I just didn't have the opportunity to pick up any copies. And honestly, after they've retired, gone up in value, looking back at the numbers and seeing how much they've grown in value, man, I'm really regretting some of my decisions. So in today's video, I think it'd be fun to talk about my top 12 LEGO sets that I really do regret not picking up when I had the opportunity to do so. But before I do go to start today's video, please subscribe, hit the bell notification on all so you do not miss another video. And please like this video. Let's go straight over to the first LEGO set. Now, there's going to be so many themes from ideas, icons, Disney, so many different themes that I'm going to be covering throughout today's video. But again, the A-frame cabin. And like what I said in the intro, some of these LEGO sets I did pick up. But I only picked up one copy. Almost. I mean, for this one especially, I almost didn't pick up any. I just had a really last minute decision where I went, you know what? It's a cool LEGO set. I'm going to pick up one. And I mean, it's doing actually really quite well. So let's check out some of the information. It does have 4 minifigures, and it has 2,082 pieces. Pretty incredible. Then, this is something I really do love. Brick economy makes really LEGO investing in general so much easier. But going throughout some of this information, let's just see. Well, first thing I want to cover is the MSRP. MSRP was $179.99, or in simple terms, $180. Now it's valued about $218. Now, that is not extremely significant, but here's the thing: this went on sale. So if you were able to get this on sale, I believe that would equal up to about 75% in profit, which is insane. So, and a lot of the LEGO sets I'm talking about in this video really haven't gone up like, oh my gosh, just like 300% in the last like 2 years. Nothing like that. It is going to be kind of under 100, but truly for this type of a LEGO set, it's done really quite well. Again, going throughout the minifigures, of course, it is, well, an Ideas LEGO set, so the minifigures aren't really worth anything. So I'm going to kind of scoot away from that, but it is still an incredible LEGO set. Heading over to number 2, the Wizarding Bank Collector's Edition. Now, honestly, this LEGO set has a way bigger story because this is supposed to still be in stock. The only thing is, LEGO cannot keep it in stock long enough because there's so much demand on this. It's insane. There's so much demand on this right now that once it goes in stock, let's say maybe they put 200, I'm just kind of saying a random number. Let's say LEGO throws out maybe 200 for sale. They sell out super quickly. I know the last restock they did is sold out within 2 hours, I think it was. Probably less than that. I remember I checked. I was like, oh wow, it's in stock. I was a little bit bummed out because I do have one copy, and I still do have one copy. You can see it up there. But the thing is with this is it sold out so quickly. So quickly. I'm still shocked about it. Checking out the information on this, of course, it is still $429.99 MSRP. A little bit expensive for that price, well, really expensive, but now it's worth about $629. That's insane. That is a 46% growth. And keep this in mind, leading up to other restocks, it said temporarily out of stock. Now it just says sold out. So I think the idea of this being just retired now is here. I think we could, for the most part, say it has indeed retired. And I think that is pretty incredible. Something I really do love in this is the minifigure selection because it's huge. So, you know what? Let's just go back up to the top. It's got 13 minifigures. Out of the 13 minifigures in total, they are going to equal about $214. I mean, wow. So, let's see. We got Beltrix, $33. Death Eater, $36. Those might be the most valued ones. Of course, we do have 2 different Harry Potters. We got older Harry Potter, and we got younger Harry Potter. Younger Harry Potter can be found in 2 sets, while Hagrid can be found in 5. So, nothing too crazy there, but honestly, it's still a pretty beautiful selection of minifigures. Then, heading over to the next one, going to be the Razor Crest. And don't get me wrong, with the new Mandalorian movie just coming out, and honestly, pretty big fan of that, I do feel like this is getting really a pretty good boost. And I mean, just looking at some of the pictures, it is a big Lego set. Don't get me wrong. I've heard a lot of kind of mixed feelings, kind of half and half. A lot of people saying, man, this is like the coolest Lego set I've ever seen, a part of the Ultimate Collector's Edition. And I've also heard a lot of people say it's big and ugly. Those are two very bolded words in that sentence. And honestly, I'm in the middle. I think it's really, really cool. At the same time, I'm also thinking it is a big Lego set and it's a lot of great pieces. So I'm still kind of having mixed up feelings with it, but I'm a huge fan of The Mandalorian. Just all of it, the entire franchise there. So it's incredible. But let's check out the information on this. When it was for sale on Lego.com, you could pay $600. That was the MSRP. I'm still shocked because that's too much. So really going throughout the value, it's gone up 25% and now worth 750. I think that's a pretty good growth. Now keep this in mind. If you are reselling this Lego set, shipping on this is not going to be cheap. I would assume shipping most likely is going to be well over $100 with how heavy it is, but it is an incredible Lego set. Absolutely beautiful. Then another set. Now, I mean, if you guys have seen some of my other videos talking about some Legos and really my full opinion on where I'm at with investing in them, Marvel has always made me have mixed feelings about it. I've really never fully decided, you know what, I want to go all in. Like with Star Wars, I like to go all in. With Brickheads, I really like to go all in. City, Harry Potter sometimes, depending on what the set is. But Marvel, I mean, just Marvel, yeah, the movies are really good. Don't get me wrong, the movies are really good. But it's just a thing I'm not that big into. There's just so many sets. Honestly, with how many movies Marvel's kicked out lately, I really haven't been keeping track. So I do think this is a really cool Lego set. That's why it makes this list because it is cool. I almost invested in this, and the only reason why I didn't was because it never went on sale. And as a Lego investor, one of the biggest things you need to do as a Lego investor is get stuff on sale. That's how you can be able to get the biggest profits. And just this Lego set really never went on sale. I think I saw it maybe once or twice on sale. It wasn't significant and it sold out insanely quickly. Let's just see how the Lego set's doing. Now, when it did come out, this Lego set MSRP was $349.99. Now, it has gone up, not as crazy as the other ones, it's gone up 19%. And it is now worth $417, a part of really, I mean, eBay, Amazon, StockX, Bricklink, all of those. This gives the most accurate prediction on what it thinks from all those four sites. And then boom, that's where they get the number. But something I've really loved about this, like you said, is the minifigures. 25 minifigures for $349 or $49.99, $350. But I mean, it is still an insane selection. So let's just check out some of them. We got Spider Ham. That might be the most unique throughout here. I think it's not the most well doing the best, but I mean we got Blade, $20, pretty good. Black Cat, $20. Okay, the Punisher, $50. That's probably the top one here. Yeah, I mean, Daredevil, $40. It is an incredible selection. In total, all those 25 minifigures are going to be worth $273. I think that is extremely good. And when I was really considering investing in this, the minifigure selection was what made this Lego set absolutely stand out. An incredible selection of minifigures. Absolutely beautiful. You can even see all of them on top of the box. It is insane. Wow. Then, heading over to the next one, we got Viking Village. This is also another one I really wanted to invest in. I don't really know what happened. I think I just really forgot about it. It sold out without really, it just kind of sold out randomly. So sadly, this is another one I just really never picked up, but it's actually doing quite well. The MSRP on this was $129.99, and it's now worth 23% up $160. I think it's a pretty good Lego set. I think it is truly, truly a beautiful Lego set. Check that out. But still, I mean, going throughout the rest of the information, this does have 2,103 pieces. And let's just see, 4 minifigures valued at $22. It could do better in the secondary market, but also keep this in mind. It did retire in December of 2025, so it's just had really 8-ish months to be able to go up in value. Keep that in mind. I'd love to see what it's going to do once we hit maybe the 3 or 4 or maybe 10-year mark on the retirement on this. But heading over to the next one, we got the Orient Express train. I have built this on the channel. If you guys do want to check that video out, I'd greatly appreciate it. It was honestly a really fun build. I'm a huge fan of building Lego trains, and honestly, model trains, I love really working with those, kind of driving them around. Truly, I'm a huge fan of Lego trains in general. So I think that's what made this a lot more of a more enjoyable build. The only thing I really wish this did was it was motorized. Now you can take pieces out, kind of move some stuff around and put a motor in it. There is a part in the instructions to be able to do that upgrade, but the motors do not come with it. You have to pay separately, and I'm not really down to pay $200 for a motor to see a really blue train or the Orient Express go 100 feet around the track. So it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It'd be like really insane to have that going around. Let's say maybe a Christmas tree or something. But something that's also a little bit different about this is with maybe the typical train tracks that you see with Lego City are smaller, skinnier than this. These have different tracks that are built a lot more detailed than the other Lego City tracks, but they're just a lot farther apart. So keep that in mind. That is also another reason why it is a little bit more complicated, because you do have to add extra pieces to this to really be able to drive it around. So let's just see how it's doing. This retired again in 2025, but it is doing really insanely well. It is almost up 59%. That is insane. Really, 6 months? That is, I mean, still shocked. So the MSRP was $300, and again, it is now worth $477. Minifigures in this aren't worth crazy amounts, but it is going to be, well, 8 minifigs, and those are going to be worth about $80. Then, let's over to the next one. Now, I'm a huge fan of Ghostbusters, and I just don't know why I never picked up a copy of this. I did, honestly, from my first year doing this channel, talking about what I thought about this Lego set. This was on my top 10 to pick up that year. And I just don't know why I never picked it up. It went on sale a few times. I just, who knows? I just never picked it up. So, it is a cool Lego set. Really, don't get me wrong. It is a beautiful, beautiful Lego set with a ton of awesome features. But let's check out some of the quick information on this. Now, this did retire in November of 2024. So, I mean, it's been quite some time since this did retire, but the MSRP on this was going to be $239.99, 45% in growth, and it's now worth $350. Minifigures in this. There are no minifigures. So, interesting stuff there. I think this is once again a beautiful Lego set, but let's see what the next set is. We got the Typewriter. Now, I hyped this up on the channel extremely significant. It is a beautiful Lego set. It has a lot to offer. It has 2,079 pieces and is for ages 18 and up. Once again, beautiful Lego set. I did pick up a copy of this. I actually picked up 2. I sold them instantly. Well, yeah, I sold both of them instantly. They both sold really well. And I mean, incredible. It did retire in 2024. So it's been quite some time, but it was worth, it's actually not doing as good. It's actually gone down a little bit in value since it did fully retire. Well, let me be a little bit more descriptive there, what I mean by that. When it did retire, the demand on it was extremely high, because I mean, it is a awesome Lego set. I really hyped it up myself too. So what it did was, when it did retire, the first like 6 months, it went absolutely bonkers. I mean, it was up, I think, 350. I think I sold mine for about 320. So it did well, but for some reason, a lot of that hype has died down, and at the same time of all that hype diving down, the price has also taken a little bit of a dip. So, nothing too crazy. You do see it's gone up quite significantly. Yeah, about I mean, it's done. It's really done pretty well. But honestly, one of the videos I posted a long time ago, many months ago, was is this a Lego set that could hit $1,000 at maybe 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years for all we know? I do feel like yes. This Lego set, I really do feel like is extremely unique. And I mean, I talked about that over 12 months ago in a different video, and still to this day, I really do think it could hit that value. I just yeah, but keep that in mind. We are coming up on really the late July kind of season where stuff isn't really selling. And when this video is being posted in kind of early August, it's really just a lot of the hype has died down. A lot of people aren't putting their money into Legos because right now, well, it's not really that season for it. Christmas will go crazy for this, and I really do think this will go up pretty significantly in a percentage on really around Christmas and Black Friday. So, talking about back to the information. Again, this has gone up 20% and is now worth 298, and the MSRP was 250. Talking about the next set, The Office. Now, this like you said has had my feelings all over on what I think about this. This was something I really did want to invest in. I had the opportunity to invest in it. Really, I believe 30% off. I don't know why I didn't invest in it. Now, I believe this did retire in 24. Yes, 2024. So that year, I was low on cash. I could only invest in certain stuff. And honestly, where my budget was for Go For It Bricks, I could really only afford to invest in maybe one of um, a pretty good list of Lego sets, but nothing too crazy as, well, what I'm investing in now. So, this is something cool. I just really never invested in it. I think just it was kind of more felt like a gamble, like 50-50. It could do really well, or it's just kind of should I put my let's say $200 towards a set that I think could do better, and my chances of making a better profit was higher for this Lego set. But this set is still incredible, and it is actually doing really well in the secondary market. Talking about the information, now this Lego set does have 15, an astonishing 15 minifigures, so they're going to be worth about $80. The Lego set MSRP was $120 and is now worth 25% up at $150. So it's done well. It is done really quite well. So, I do regret not getting it, but in the end, it's what happened. I didn't pick up any, and I still have the opportunity of picking up other Lego sets. And I forget exactly what I ended up choosing other than this, but it was probably a good investment. Then, talking about something I have absolutely loved. I haven't built this on the channel, but I have built it, well, off the channel. It was incredible. I've grown up watching Hocus Pocus. I still watch it today. Actually, while being in July, I've already watched it twice this month. So, it's a good movie. It is a really, really good movie. So, don't get me wrong. If you guys have not seen it, you guys have got to watch it. Pause this video right now, watch the build, watch the movie. It's absolutely incredible. Maybe watch this video while you're watching the movie. I maybe recommend that a little bit more than pausing it, but this, like you said, is absolutely incredible. MSRP is going to be $229.99. Again, sold out. It has 6 minifigures, but let's check out what the minifigures are doing so far. The minifigures in total. Okay, it does not give me an actual total, but let's look through a few. Okay, they're not doing as well as I thought, but I mean, Hocus Pocus isn't that number one movie that literally everyone knows. I think there is still a pretty big gap where a lot of people are like, wait, what is Hocus Pocus? So, again, I strongly recommend you guys checking it out because it is a really good movie. But we got, I mean, about 15-ish dollars on some of these. Mary, $14. Danny, 13. Max, 7. Allison, 7. Sarah, 17. The skeleton, that's unique. It is in 27 sets. I almost said 270 sets at first, but heading over to the next one, we got Winifred, $23. That is the best one in this. And again, that's kind of the main character throughout it. So I think it's doing pretty well. Let's check out the information. Now, keep this in mind. This is also one of those Lego sets that really, well, being in August, being in, well, late July, this Lego set's, of course, not really going to sell very well right now. Nobody really wants to build a Halloween Lego set when we're really not that far into, or I guess we're heading into the Halloween season. It's really close around the corner, but the hype, I will assume, is going to really skyrocket. This Lego set could hit $350 for the course, really fall, and then it's going to drop a little bit. But this Lego set is up 30% as of right now. It is going to be $230 MSRP and now worth $300. But let's head over to the next one. And this is going to be the second to last one I'm going to be talking about in today's video, the 11th Lego set. Now, the Nintendo Entertainment System. This is also a Lego set that I did have the opportunity to pick up actually on sale. Again, I was on a budget, well, a very tight budget. I'm still on the budget right now, but pretty tight budget that year. So this Lego set was really something I wanted to pick up. It is doing really well. So let's just go straight into the information. This Lego set has one minifigure. It is exclusive. Let's go see what it is. Mario, worth $9. Nothing too crazy, but this Lego set MSRP was $269.99 and now worth $367. That is a 36% jump. Absolutely incredible. And I mean, over the course of heading into 2027, they're estimating it could hit about $406. So it's cool. I've seen it in person. It is a really awesome Lego set. It has a lot of play features. Something I really do wish I would have built on the channel, but really I wasn't building many Lego sets on the channel then. Heading over to the final and last Lego set of today's video, the Holiday Main Street. This is also one of those seasonal type of Lego sets that really does well during the Christmas season. Honestly, I don't really know anyone that would want to build this while I mean, it was 100 degrees outside today, so I don't think anyone would want to build a Christmas Lego set when it's that hot, but let's just check out what it's doing. MSRP was $100 or $9.99. You can see there, Lego did have it on sale. The sale lasted extremely quickly, so I didn't pick it up on sale. I picked it up full price, sadly. But the good thing about this Lego set is it is doing really quite well. And with really how well Christmas Lego sets have done, this is doing really well so far. It is up 36%, and that is going to be 136 valued now. Heading over to minifigures again. Minifigures for something like this isn't too crazy, but I mean $3, $277, $3, 3-ish, 3-ish, and $3. So it's doing pretty well. It is a pretty cool Lego set. I have it actually right here on the shelf. So it is a very awesome Lego set. Awesome Lego set. Here it is. Incredible, incredible Lego set. Big fan of it. Something I've actually really wanted to build, but I just have one. I really do just want to keep investing in it, hold on to it for a few more years, and then sell it once I can make a pretty good profit from it. But sadly, this is going to be the end of the video. So please subscribe, hit the bell notification on all so you do not miss another video. Please like this video. Thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys when I post next. Peace.